Hey, Ronnie, it's the second Saturday in December, and I guess you know what that means.
It's the 8th Annual Rouse Road Parade, December 10th, 2016, 37 degrees, partly cloudy.
You know, it actually is a pretty nice day for it to be 37 degrees, but a really good turnout.
Oh, it's definitely parade weather, by far. Parade weather. Right there's old James Pondy Drennan. He's cranking us up. He's the constable out here at the 9th and 10th District.
Who's that carrying the banner, Ronnie?
That's old Ben Way. He's a veteran banner holder. And old Ralph Johnson. Now, Ralph's new. Ralph's from Nashville. And he's big buddies with Jimmy Fortune of the Statler Brothers. And old Jimmy give him that red shirt, that bright red shirt to wear here today in this parade. We want to welcome him. Boy, them sirens are loud.
They let you know the parade started. That's old Unit 28 of the Morristown Rescue Squad, and they definitely start the parade the right way. They get your attention.
I hear you. And we want to. We're missing a few people here today. We're missing old Marvin and Kelly Campbell. They had a celebration out of town they had to attend to and couldn't be here with us. That's the first time ever. And old Chad McCoy, you know Chad over on St. Paul?
Was he sick, I believe?
He was sick, had the flu. His family was disappointed. They hated to miss. This is one of their first misses.
He's always good for a good parade float, Ronnie.
That's right. And then Doug's daughter, Doug and Kathy Rouse's daughter, she had a wedding to attend, so she missed out. And then the Thayers, they're celebrating Christmas with the Cranks. Steve and Debbie, they skipped the parade this year to go on a cruise, so we hope your cruise is fine.
Hey, I bet they had good weather, but we're having a great time here, and here's Grand Marshal, Ronnie.
Yeah, that's the WIT Student Council carrying the sign for our WIT principal, Miss Paula Bruce Combs, Grand Marshal 2016.
I know she was thrilled to get to be a Grand Marshal, Ronnie. She really was excited and waiting for this day, and they had a lot of fun out WIT, and that's good to have the student government in there. And who's that hollering her, Ronnie?
That's the Grand Marshal rig driven by Greg and Tina Hallman of White Pine. Zeke and Zeb are the power. And following there looks like Brooke Hallman. Hey, Brooke. She don't see me.
Hey, and what about the American flag? That's something new this year.
Yeah, it's Elaine Estes carrying that on her good horse. And there's
Kenny Estes and
Briley Hunter.
Yeah.
Coming up, it's old Phil McMahon in his 55 F100 Ford truck. What's I meaning?
I always like that part of it.
Oh, Phil, he's a good one. I tell you, he is. He's got a whole garage full of cars.
A lot of cars out here, Ronnie. And there's old Larry Mullins. It looks like a 1929 Model A. Look at him in his red shirt. Hey, Larry. And then right in behind him, I believe, is Kathy.
She's in I believe that's a 72.
72 Chevelle, and I believe that's Larry's sister's.
Yeah, I believe he said it had like 53,000 original miles on it.
Wow, 53,000 miles.
Coming up behind Kathy, there's the old Big Mac fire engine driven by Mike Buchanan. He's hauling some of the...
That's a Riding High group.
Yeah, I believe it's a Riding High entry.
They're out here every year also, and it's always good to have them. And that fire engine is it's like an icon for Riding High.
Now listen to that thing, just putter.
Merry Christmas, guys. There he is.
Here comes the Tuttles following there. They're in a bright red fire engine looking Chevrolet truck.
So it looks like they've turned in their horse for a boat.
Yeah, they're pulling the boat, the Tuttle boat.
I asked them what it was. They said, Merry Christmas from the Tuttle Boaters.
Well, we won't be saying everybody riding horses the Tuttles this year.
We've got him pegged this time. He's got antlers on the side of it, but it's a good-looking boat he's got decorated up.
You hear that old fire engine behind? That's Morristown's first fire engine. That's a 1916 American LaFrance fire engine. It replaced, I think they said, 3 horses. That's hard to believe. We used to play on that out there at Cherokee Park.
Well, you and I rode many a time out there, didn't we?
Yeah, it's under restoration right now.
I believe we got more hours on it than he does, you think?
Oh, I guarantee you I do. I sit there and played on that thing. Glad to see it rolling.
Look at all the people out here, Ronnie. There's a hot blue, looks like a 49 I believe that's Betty and Dean Blanken in there.
There's a 66 red Ford. It's Ford country.
Yeah, and right behind them's a 76 red F100 from Ron Green. So it's Ford. That's a lot of Ford.
That's a lot of Ford. A lot of good restored old Fords. I reckon they just keep running. About as good as a Chevrolet. What about the Girl Scout troop coming up?
Well, Ronnie, that's Troop 20639 once again. I think they're doing the Grinch, and the Grinch, that's Lucy, and Cooper is Max the dog. And looking there, I can see Sarah and Tegan, Chloe, Ashley, Rachel, a lot of people there. Merry Christmas, guys. And they're singing. It's awesome.
1916 Model T Ford Huckster called a Depot Axe taxi?
Depot Axe. It used to be a taxi when it had a seat in the back. And,
there's old Herman Weston down there from River Road in his beautiful burgundy Ford Fire Lane. Old Herman, he's always here wanting to know when the parade's ready to kick off. He's always up front.
If I had a vehicle like that, I'd want to know too. I want to show that thing off.
There's a local dance team there. I think they've been here a couple of times. This is not their first rodeo.
You remember when we took dancing back in the day, Ronnie? Little Butcher, the baker, and candlestick maker. Merry Christmas, guys.
And here comes the Tom Rouse family. We lost Tom a year ago, and this is in memory of their favorite postman.
They call it Santa's Post Office in honor of their favorite postman, and this was a great idea to celebrate Tom.
Yeah, that thing's full of Rouse's, West, McGill's, Walkers, driven by Steve and Teresa West.
Yeah.
Following on horses are some of Tom's Pony Express riders.
I believe that was Katie and Brad.
Brad and Katie, Abby, and Brady.
Brady riding sugar there. There's a green golf cart, Ronnie. Not sure who that is.
Yeah, they're hiding, whoever that is. They're hid, but they're warm. It's 37 degrees.
You just pull that thing and zip up and makes it warm, I guess.
And
look at all the candy coming out. We're going to get somebody run over one day.
Probably will.
We'll have to work on our throwing. And there's Don McGinnis and the Morristown Car Club, Ronnie. They bring a lot of cars out here every year.
That thing he's pulling, that's really not a trailer. That's a stereo, right?
Yeah. It plays music, but they raise a lot of money in the community for a lot of charities. People don't realize that with their car club. But
hey, there's Gary Lamb hauling his antique bike and I believe that's about a 54. Looks like a GMC.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah, I think he was here last year as well.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, sir.
There he is. Look at that bike right there.
Old school bike.
What's more, the bike or the truck?
The truck.
There's some high dollar units there.
There's some more Riding High volunteers, students, friends of Riding High.
They got a good looking float this year, Ronnie, and they've made some horses on there, but I was looking at their sled and their horses and their presents. They put a lot of work in it this year.
Yeah, that sled's amazing. I think they said all that was made out of, I'm not sure the sled is, but most of it's made out of cardboard. Somebody's an artist is all I know. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Riding High. Good looking float in.
There's Nicole on Diamond.
She's here every year. And Rachel on Gunner and Jordan on King. I think they ride together every year.
I think that was Emma Joe went by there on Candyman. That looks like a big silver Dodge, calling a couple of kids. Maybe some more Riding High, I'm not sure.
I believe Roy's trying to pull him over right there, Ronnie. He's got.
Now that Roy, he's been out here a lot in his old Andy Griffith car.
Yeah, I believe he's made at least 6 of the parades out here.
Right.
Maybe he made 7 of them, but almost every one of them he's been out here.
I can't remember. That's either a 61 or a 63 Ford. Of course, that's a Galaxy. But old Roy, he's been here.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What about old Harrison Harville? He's here with Land Air. He's got this thing, man. This is unreal. It's a big dragon. He's piggybacking Mickey and Minnie and Olaf from Frozen. He's
Bunch of minions on there.
Yeah,
Mickey and Minnie.
You did not realize he took this road off the road. He just took this truck off the road, did all this to it. He spent a lot of time welding, constructing, and he decorates it. pulls on the road, goes down the road, and then you know what he's doing Monday morning? He's back on the road hauling freight.
Road hauling. That's awesome.
That's probably one of our best units there today, I think.
Yeah, and he makes it bigger every year. Bigger and more stuff on it.
There's Cook's Boathouse.
I believe they're from across the bridge over there in Bean Station, Ronnie.
Yeah, that's Sean Cook's crew there.
I believe he said Brandy and Jace was riding. But, got the boathouse bringing a boat in here with Frosty the Snowman and the gingerbread on there. And they're throwing out a little candy, too.
Yeah, plenty of music, plenty of music. We like that.
Almost got a half candy out here. The way these kids, they setting up targets and bags and everything else.
Now this is supposed to be a Masoners playing guitars in this antique truck. I'm not familiar with them. I'm glad to have them out here though.
Yeah, it's a good looking ride. And there's a tractor going. There's old Colt.
Yep, Coat's on Sam and Walt's old 1939 John Deere A. That's the first original tractor out here in the community. It's owned by Harold Rawhide Rouse. Glad to have you.
Ronnie, there again, we got the South Hamlin County Volunteer Fire Department coming in here. They got flags decked out and lights and flags. Merry Christmas right there. He called us up here.
And there's Harold and Sivvy Rouse family and friends and Santa's sled. And I see Marina and Ariel and Carol, Piper and Paige.
Merry Christmas. Got a little wave right there, Ronnie.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
we want to give a big shout out to Sivvy there. She wasn't with us last year, but she's back and got the parade hat on. She's there in the big Kubota.
Looks like Gary's toting her again.
Oh yeah, he's Gary Stuntman Dawson there.
I don't know about that naughty and nice list, Ronnie. We've been on that thing for 2 years. How you get off the naughty list out here?
I don't think Sivvy's going to let us.
Merry Christmas, Carol. There's Carol Byerly.
Yes, she's traveling with them. Her and Chuck. Glad to have them traveling out here.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's funny. I hadn't seen old Carol in a long time, but she just moved in Miss Margaret's house and just did a redo on it, and it looks awesome.
Well, there's
Alice Chandler tractor.
Chandler tractor. Al, Merry Christmas.
I'm not sure.
That's the Estes family, isn't it? Ronnie coming in here on an 8-in. Is that an 8-in Ford?
That's definitely an 8-in. I'm not sure who that is. That may be the Estes family.
Yeah, I believe I
Somebody's
getting
getting
there decorating. There's a bunch of them. Look at this camera. Oh, right there, Ronnie. That's mine. Merry Christmas.
Got several 8-ins there.
You got an 8-in ahead and an 8-in behind. Merry Christmas. Look at them run out here to get the candy.
There's an old 54 Chevy coming up there. It's a 3100.
3100, 54. That's a good looking truck right there, Ronnie.
Yeah, they only made that from 1947 to 1954.
Look
Merry
at his
Christmas.
UT orange coat and his orange hat. He was sticking out, but not sticking out. He was shining like new money out there.
New money, new money.
There's an old Nissan Pathfinder with some antlers.
Look at this blower on this thing. Good gosh.
That's a step side Chevy. She sounds mean. What do you think she does, Ronnie?
Yeah, them old Traeger wheels on. I like it. That's a good looking truck. Here's old Pat, Jim Miller.
That 1929 Ford Roadster, wasn't it?
Yeah, and her husband Jim's in the 52 Ford pickup. That's a good looking truck. They live over there on Long
Merry
Creek.
Christmas.
Here comes a couple of old John Deere tractors. I'm not sure if they were here last year or not.
I believe they were, Ronnie, if I remember correctly, because I don't recall ever seeing that type of tractor before.
That's like a L or a M or something. I don't know much about
I
those.
believe it's a L.
I believe that one behind it's going to be a B, John Deere B. Got the original, well, it's just an all original tractor, original wheels and everything. It sounds good.
There's Greg Zoller, Ronnie, and I believe a 1964 Ford 4000. He said it was barn fresh.
Barn fresh. How long the big penguin there?
It's a working tractor, he says.
Big 730 John Deere, it looks like.
Merry Christmas, guys. Can't hardly hear out here. All the tractors right there.
Well, here, check this
Merry
one.
Christmas. There he called us.
Check this old pulling tractor out. M&C Restoration out of Jefferson City. That's at M&C's Marvin and Cody and a few others, a few friends and families, but that's a 1068 Farmall with a V8 Chevy motor in it. That probably outrun some of them trucks going down.
The little girl there, I said, can I ride your tractor? She goes, no. So they're having a lot of fun. Got a lot of tractors coming in here. She said I'd have to fight her to get on her tractor.
There's a 44 case mini tractor. Deepwater Farms. Merry Christmas from Deepwater Farms.
They've been out here a few times, and then a 44E.
There's Barrett's Outdoor Living Nightmare Before Christmas with, is that a merry-go-round?
I don't know, but that's Miriam Evans, Donna Shore, Courtney Coffey,
Les.
Sam Sandage. I don't know who all's riding that thing, but yeah, look at that merry-go-round. That is a merry-go-round right there. That's working.
That's a great float. Glad to have you. Glad to have you.
Christmas, guys. Good-looking float. There's Wet Baptist. They're out here every year.
Superheroes, defining the Word of God.
And Yvonne helps to put that crew together, I believe.
Yvonne Long?
She said this was Scott's idea, but when you look there, you can see Emma and Annie,
Sophie, Scott, Porter,
Michael, there's Diane, Anthony, Trey,
San Diego, Tracy, Mike, and Amber Wilson.
a lot of Wilsons on that float. And
Peace, joy, and hope. Wit Baptist Church.
that was 10 on his four-wheeler with Jake. Jake always wanted to ride a motorcycle in the parade. And there's a big red Chevy Camaro in behind him.
Oh, that thing sounds good. Here's a 53. That looks 53 Great Plymouth there.
Merry Christmas! I couldn't get their attention, Ronnie. There's a old Razor. Is that the Freemans, maybe?
That looks like the Freemans from over on South Fort. I'm glad to see you.
I believe it said Lazy Days R&B.
Eddie there doing some advertising. There's Jack's other ride. He's moved up.
He's upgraded to a pickup.
Yeah, Jack and Donnie, they've never missed. They're hauling some kids there.
And here we got people crossing right here, Ronnie.
It's a parade start.
They must think there's better candy on this side.
Now, this guy here, I talked to him last year. He's in an old welder up looking car off TV. You remember that show, Welder Up?
Yep.
Looks like an old rat rod.
Yep. That's a good looking car.
Yeah, it was here last year. That is a good looking car. All that patina on it.
I believe he's trying to throw some candy out too. How about this 72 Comet, Ronnie? I haven't ever seen one that's kind of souped up like that.
Yeah, it's a two-door at that. Two-door Comet. Here comes the circuit court judge. What was his name?
I believe it's Alex Pearson. He's on this. He's got a Charlie Brown Christmas. I think he was newly elected, and he just happened to hear about the parade and wanted to come over and be a part of it. And he's got him a nice looking entry right there. Merry
Yes, sir.
Christmas.
Yes,
There's
sir.
a way from him right there.
And there comes the cool bus, sharing peace on earth and goodwill man. Glad to have the cool bus.
That kind of reminds me of an old float entry we made a few years ago.
Yes, he took it to a whole different level.
Merry Christmas. I know a lot of kids was sitting there looking at that thing before it started. They were really mesmerized by it.
There's old Todd Lacey and Leather and Lace Farms and his custom made top of the line wagon.
Is that Randy Samples on there?
Could be. Poor Boys Float. Greg Calloway, Jennifer Morgan, Madeline, Sidney Calloway, and they're hauling Snoopy. Glad to see the Calloway boys out here.
Old Snoopy out the back door.
There's old Jimmy Taylor, Beanpole and family and friends.
He's got a bunch of horse riders coming in behind him, Ronnie.
Yeah, that's some of his family and buddies, and he's here every year. We're glad he's always here. He's a great guy.
How about that little...
That's Blake and Maddie.
Oh, that's old Chocolate right there pulling them, I believe.
That's Blake Parker.
Blake and Maddie. How about this old mint green truck with the teddy bear, Ronnie?
Yeah, I think we've seen that before.
Seen it before, but got a big old teddy bear back there in the rocking chair.
Good looking Mercedes. We've got a Queen out here on Rouse Road visiting. I think she's from up in Russellville, Whitesburg
I
area.
believe she was out here last year too, Ronnie.
I don't know. There went Jane Linderin leading the Rusty Rouse family float. with her prize-winning pony there, and
she's out in front, and I believe this float looks good enough to eat, Ronnie.
yeah, it's a gingerbread house, Rusty's gingerbread house. Christmas Day at our house. There's old Rodney there. He's a driving.
Well, they all got. It looks like they're baking some gingerbread for us there, Ronnie. They got aprons on.
Yeah, there's Carrie and Jessica.
Even the dog's got an apron on. Merry Christmas. Who all's on there?
Taylor and Brad and the Rachel Deering gang. It's just Cobbles, Ewings, Rouses, everybody. Kettner, Blakely.
Oh, everybody. Good looking float.
And then here's the old bike gang. There's
Walker and Nicholas.
yeah, I think even
I believe Chuck's boy's got him a motorcycle right there. That's Chuck's boy on that green motorcycle.
on that. Yeah, sure is.
He's revving it up for us.
I noticed Chase Rouse. He was there.
What about this green golf cart right here, Ronnie?
It's
Merry
decorated.
Christmas. They see us right there, giving us a wave too. Now there she is. Merry Christmas.
Charlie's still making a little noise.
Got a big razor right in behind that.
Hey!
What about the Boston Hound Christmas, Joe and Robbie Hope?
I don't know where they're from, but I should have taken some time to ask him what Boston Hound meant, but he's got lights on and looking good, and there's the sign, Boston Hound. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Here comes old Doyle and Deanna Wallace.
They're here every year. First car he ever owned, he said. I remember the story about how he used to have to
Push it
jump
off.
it, you
Yeah.
push it off going down the hill. Merry Christmas, Doyle.
We appreciate Doyle letting us kind of invade him up there on his lot where this parade starts. We kind of go over on his property there, unload a few tractors and horses. We thank you.
That truck looks better every year too, Ronnie. And a couple of black Mustangs coming in.
Now, which one would you rather have, the newer version or the older version?
That's tough. Tough. That one right there, that's me right there, Ronnie. I believe I'll take that one.
I'm like the old school. I've always drove the old junk. I'll take the old school. Of course, that one there don't look to be junk, but if I had it a year, it would be. It looks like 4-H's coming in behind, Rick. What's 4-H stand for?
Merry Christmas.
What's 4-H stand for?
You caught me without knowing.
Well, it's your head, heart, hands, and health. I was a 4-H member. Was you a 4-H member?
I remember every morning, good morning, 4-Hers. Good morning, Mr. Hinton.
Yeah.
Those were some good times out at Wynn. I was an old 4-Her. Some old muffins and whatever else I could make.
Making cookies there. Ralph Stanley's playing a beautiful star. They're
Beautiful star in Bethlehem. Merry Christmas.
good looking old F-250 Ford truck.
There they are. Merry Christmas. They see us now. There's a bunch of them on there, Ronnie.
Too many to
Christmas,
mention.
guys.
Too many to mention.
Merry Christmas, guys. Awesome. Are you singing along right
Oh,
now?
there we go. And here's a famous.
That's the old Martins, isn't it, Ronnie?
They have been here every year.
Every year they got a new truck. It looks Merry Christmas.
New truck, probably the same goats.
Looks like Heather was driving this year, Ronnie.
Yeah, we appreciate them coming across the highway there.
Is that an old Nova? It looks like.
Old Nova.
Remember them back from high school? And how about that yellow Camaro?
Yellow Camaro. There's some more FFA'ers.
Hey, FFA come out
Merry
here big the
Christmas.
last couple of years, haven't they, Ronnie? They've got the flag. They've got a lot of people. Then here comes the trailer. Somebody said the trailer was empty, but I think that's so they can make room to haul the four-wheelers. I don't know. But Marcus and Katie and James and Matthew. And Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
We appreciate FFA.
Oh, there's you, Ricky.
That's an old 77. I used to have one of them.
Was yours a 77?
77.
Malibu.
Mine was baby blue, not souped up like that one. There was an old 96 F-250, I believe.
Or thereabout.
And here's a white flatbed coming in. These things seem to be prevalent out here in the community, Ronnie. You got to have a flatbed to be considered in the in group.
Well, I think it's easier for these guys farming, hooking up trailers and whatnot.
We got horse riders, and
What's our hold up here? Let's get it moving.
it's all this candy being thrown. People running out.
I ain't ever seen so much candy thrown.
How about the dog on the back of the flatbed there, Ronnie?
Yeah, you gotta bring your dog to the parade.
That's what we do out here. Merry Christmas!
Here's either, I believe it's a 26 or 20, I believe it's a 29.
I like the safety. Look at that little safety triangle on the back side.
Yeah,
I guess you don't have tail lights. Merry Christmas!
That stepped up from a horse and buggy there. That thing sounds good though, don't it?
Yes, it does. There's a good look at the tail light. There's an old Galaxy, Ronnie. That looks
That's
good.
a two-door Galaxy.
Merry Christmas!
Don't see many two-door Galaxies.
No, you don't. Look at the kids with the bags over there, Ronnie. They have raked up. There's no Monte Carlo. Not so much different than old Larry Swin over there. I thought for a minute it was him.
Dale Earnhardt. What about Mr. George Cook? He's here every year in a big flatbed.
Flatbed, a couple of horses trailing on the backside.
He bought that truck, I believe, he bought it new when he was 22 years old, and he's had it ever since. That's a one-owner, I believe.
Merry Christmas.
And this wagon right here, I believe this fella right here could haul everybody at the parade.
Merry Christmas. Got a couple of mules right there.
And all kinds of empty seats.
I believe you did next year. You can just hitch you a ride if you want to be in the parade.
I believe that's Alton Curtin team of white mules there, Black Cat Stables. Legina and Richard, R&L Parts, Percheron Horse. And behind them is JP Farms. Preston's on the tractor there.
That was here last year too. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Old Preston, he's a good one.
His brother Philip and his brother.
That's his brother. That's his brother.
That looks like a 70 King or something. I don't know what that is, but JP Smith's farm has been out here last couple of years.
Yeah, that's some of their friends there with them on the Kubota.
Merry Christmas. There they saw it. Uh-oh. That's also the group that's with them there in the Blue Racer.
There's Golden Sun Farms, located on Ralph Road.
Well, it looks like we're at the North Pole Cantina, and once again, Golden Sun Farms.
Yeah, they're presenting Rudy and the North Pole Dancers. Does that look like Sawyer driving?
That looks like Sawyer, and there's Daniel, and there's Abby in the back. How about Lucy riding again?
Lucy riding.
And then there we are. We got
Some reindeers,
what all we got?
penguins, abdominal snowman, elf or two on there.
And there's Rudy up. Who knew Rudy was a girl?
I do not know.
There's the old canteen.
Dancing to Santa Baby, one of my favorites.
I don't know what to say about the North Pole dancers.
There's old Stevie Owens, and he's riding with Pam Estes on his big John Deere cab tractor. Glad to have him out here again.
Well, this is a Wild Haven group. I can see on the back there, Caleb, Nick, and
That's
Haley.
a group of hearts.
Group of hearts. Madison, Abby, Lauren.
Riding hay bales. That's a good little idea. Got horses.
Got matching hats on. Well, we got one cowboy hat on there. Throwing candy. Merry Christmas, guys. There's a bunch of them. Tootsie Rolls coming out.
That's a lot of horses.
A lot of horses. Horse riders coming in. Merry Christmas, guys. Can't get their attention up here. I don't want to yell, scare the horses.
There's old Terry and Peyton and Preston on the red golf cart. And following them, they're carrying a lot of presents, and following them, Santa's golf cart. That's the Masoners located out here on Rouse Road. Look at that, a lot of time.
He said Beth did the sewing.
Yes, he did it, most of it.
Jeff and Jared.
Yeah, they come up with a unique idea there. And there's old Gary Templin walking with Doug Rouse.
Merry Christmas.
Gary does a lot for us. And Duck the Halls. That's Randy and Letty Dagnan with friends. Well, that's Letty Ailey with friends Jeff and Angie.
I saw Heather and Kathy.
Yeah, they teamed up this year with them. They sure did. There's old Santa
Oh,
Claus.
Santa Claus coming in here again, Ronnie.
Yeah, Buck and Josh powered that baby by Bob and Tom, the mule deers, Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and some elves.
Looks like they got some elf help from Nicholas and Chris.
Yeah, they're riding in the back, maybe security, I'm not sure. Good looking, look at that. That's the magic
Merry
of
Christmas.
Look at old Santa. Merry Christmas, Santa.
the magic of it all.
Everybody hollering at old Santa.
Here comes some more horses. Following is
That Mike?
no, Mike's gonna be running in Lice place. There's gonna be Mary Knight.
She throwing out teddy bears.
Now she throws out teddy bears all the way down the road. And this year she's driven by Mike again, and Mary's buddy Steve, he's riding shotgun. And from what I see, about every kid gets a teddy bear as they cruise
Look how
down
many
through.
kids there are, and that's a whole truckload of teddy bears. That's just crazy.
Yeah, and when she gets to the end of the road, those are going to be empty. That truck will be just about empty.
Well, there's a lot of kids out here today for sure.
That's a brand new, looks like a brand new Chevy truck driven by Mike Rouse there.
Mike's upgraded from his sanitation device. Was he the one? Or
Yeah, he used to be over the sanitation on Rouse Road, and now he's over, I guess, just Rouse Road.
lot of toys right there, Ronnie.
Yep, few of their friends bringing up the rear,
And that kind of brings us to the end right here, Ronnie. As we come in with in behind these horse riders, we'll be followed up by Tom McKinney, I believe.
yeah, that's Tommy McKinney. He's our constable, and Tom and Tommy, father and son, and we want to thank Dwayne Schleiger and Rick Sutton, and of course Pondy. They kind of help keep the traffic rolling out here, and we want to thank them for the effort that they put forth, and it's all volunteer. Just a great
Merry
little,
Christmas.
just a great thing they do. They keep us safe.
Ronnie, it also seemed like it was as smooth a parade as we had.
Best, smoothest parade that I've seen so far go off. Everybody got lined up, and we want to thank everybody.
Well, that kind of wraps it up for us, Ronnie. Brings us to a close, and
Flying home for Christmas, it's been planned for several months. I count the days 'cause I just can't wait to see the sights of home. Growing ever anxious as I watch the falling snow. My mind begins to travel to a time so long ago. Like candy canes and handmade things, socks hanging on the mantle, turkey bacon decorations, hand-dipped candy apples. Of a place and happy time, our faces all aglow, as we pray to God for blessings on our Christmas time at home. Soon I'll be with family, precious time we spend together, laughing, sharing memories of the moments we still treasure. The spirit of the season and the joy and love it brings, as I travel home for Christmas and enjoy the simple things, like popcorn strings and handmade things, socks hanging on the mantle, turkey bacon decorations, hand-dipped candy apples. Of a place and happy time, our faces all aglow, as we pray to God for blessings on our Christmas time at home. of a place and happy time, our faces all aglow as we pray to God for blessings on our Christmas time at home.
Beginning, the Father had a magnificent plan, revealed through the law and the prophets to fulfill the redemption of man. He spoke at centuries of silence in the midst of still starry night, and Emmanuel came down among us. And the Father said, let there be light, let there be light, let it shine bright, piercing the darkness with dazzling light. Oh, for the hopeless was born on that night, when God sent His Son, He said, let there be light. Let there be light. Flocks in their keeping, three kings who followed a star. Together the poor and the richest witnessed that Bethlehem died, and the sky full of angels announcing the birth of a glorious light. Let there be light, let it shine bright, piercing the darkness with dazzling light. Hope for the hopeless was born on that night, when God sent His Son. He said, let there be light. We who are His have this calling to praise Him and make His name known. So one day the presence of Jesus shines in every heart and every home. Shines in our home. Star of wonder, star of beauty bright. So let there be light, let it shine bright, piercing the darkness with dazzling white. Hope for the hopeless was born on that night, when God sent His Son. He said, let there be back up in the hills. There's a Christmas long ago, friends and family gather round the old pot-belly stove. The night was freezing cold,
from a heavy snow that day. We warm our hearts with old time songs and dance the night away. Bluegrass, white snow, memories and an old banjo. Get your feet away, rising up that bow. Bluegrass, white snow. Life back then was rough, but no one seemed to care. All the hard times melted as the music filled the air. So when my skies are gray and the snow falls to the ground, I recall that Christmas night and all those joyful sounds. A bluegrass, white snow, memories and an old banjo. Get your feet away, rising up that bow. Bluegrass, white snow. Though that old black stove is gone where we used to congregate, come this Christmas I'll be home and we'll all celebrate. Bluegrass, white snow, memories and an old banjo. Get your feet alive, crossing up that bow. Bluegrass, white snow. Bluegrass, white snow. It's my favorite time of year. Doorbells ringing, everybody's here. Barely any room in the dining room tonight. A pecan pie, better warm it up. Bubbles are flowing, better fill your cup. Love and laughter up to the rafters, alright. There's no place that I'd rather be than with my friends and family, 'cause all the lights are so much brighter being with the ones you love by the time again this year. I can't believe it's already here. Ain't bought a single thing, oh dear, I'm so far behind. I like to get my shopping done before the line's getting long in all the stores. I'll spend more than we can afford, but hey, it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time again, you see. Let's go pick out the perfect tree. Is it leaning left, or is it just me? Oh honey, it looks just fine. We'll hang the tinsel, string the lights. These ornaments will take all night. It's a lot of work, but that's alright. It's Christmas time. We'll eat too much and swear again, and come New Year we're getting in the best shape that we've ever been. But we know we're lying, so pass the pie and one more roll, and pass me that remote control. Oh looky here, I love this show. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time, who's at the door? Why sure there's room for 7 more. We'll make some pallets on the floor, that'll be just fine. The turkey's done, pull up a chair, grab a hand, let's say a prayer for all those soldiers over there. You know it's Christmas time. We'll wrap the gifts in green and red. You kids get back up in your bed, or Santa won't come in his sled. He'll just fly right by. Then we'll wake up in an hour or two to Mommy, look, this one's for you. Oh, I love it, hun, I really do. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time again, you know. It hit me just an hour ago. It ain't about the mistletoe, let's keep that in mind. It's about the star that led the way, the baby child born that day. It's 'cause of him we all say it's Christmas time.
Home. Heaven's gates will open wide when we cross to the other side. Just any moment, we'll be going home. We'll be going home. We'll be going home. Just any moment. Just any moment. We'll be walking on streets of gold, no more than wrong. Well, singing this song will praise His name, just to save our soul He came. Just any moment, we'll be going home. If you put your trust in Him, He will save you from your sin. Just any moment, we'll be going home. We'll be going home. We'll be going home. Just any moment. Just any moment. We'll be walking on streets of gold, no more than wrong. Well, singing this song will praise His name, just to save our soul He came. Just any moment, we'll be going home. far, so they came. Just any moment we'll be going home. Just any moment.
Clock tower chimes as I watch through my window. Snowflakes are scattered like dandelion fur, eagerly waiting for guests to arrive. Music is playing this holiday night. Presents are covered in ribbons and laces, long distance tidings so happy and bright, lighting the fire that crackles and pops. Togetherness lives on this holiday night. It's that time of year to give help and good cheer, singing and dancing with those who are dear. It's a magical time to be giving and kind. Spread peace, love, and joy on this holiday night. Angels and snowmen and fun snowball fighting, embracing and laughter, it's a beautiful sight. Fragrance of baking is still in the air. Our bellies are full on this holiday night. Comfy and cozy in my favorite jacket, listening to stories of years long ago. Sparkling wonder festival of lights. Winter is warm on this holiday night. It's that time of year to give help and good cheer, singing and dancing with those who are dear. It's a magical time to be giving and kind. Spread peace, love, and joy on this holiday night. Spread peace, love, and joy on this holiday night.
Let it be Christmas everywhere, in the hearts of all people, both near and afar. Christmas everywhere. Feel the love of the season wherever you are, on the small country roads lined with green mistletoe, big city streets where 1,000 lights glow. Let it be Christmas everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let every heart sing, let every bell ring, the story of hope and joy and peace. And let it be Christmas everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let anger and fear and hate disappear. Let there be love that lasts through the year. And let it be Christmas, Christmas everywhere. Let it be Christmas everywhere, with the gold and the silver, the green and the red. Christmas everywhere, in the smiles of all children asleep in their beds, in the eyes of young babies, their first falling snow, elderly's memories that never grow old. Let it be Christmas everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let every heart sing, let every bell ring, the story of hope and joy and peace. And let it be Christmas everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. hate disappear. Let there be love that lasts through the year, and let it be Christmas, Christmas everywhere. Let it be Christmas everywhere, in the songs that we sing and the gifts that we bring. Christmas everywhere, in what this day means and what we believe, from the sandy white beaches where blue water rolls, snow-covered mountains and valleys below. Let it be Christmas everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let every heart sing, let every bell ring, the story of hope and joy and peace. And let it be Christmas everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let anger and fear and hate disappear. Let there be love that lasts through the year, and let it be Christmas, Christmas everywhere. Christmas everywhere, Christmas everywhere.
I look outside and see the family driving down the lane. The kids have been excited since we hung the candy canes. The tree is filled with presents as we celebrate the birth of the baby in a manger who brought peace and joy to earth. I'm dreaming of Christmas. What a celebration, it's my favorite time of year. I'm dreaming of Christmas, wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The table, chocolate gravy in a pan, made with Martha White and a pair of loving hands. The sleds up on the hillside, slip and slide out in the snow. Throw a log into the fireplace, warm us up from the bitter cold. I'm dreaming of Christmas. What a celebration, it's my favorite time of year. I'm dreaming of Christmas, wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Sing it out for every
Mama used to send us early to bed on Christmas Eve. She became Santa's helper and they took care of me. We would wake up early from our beds only to see the love she had for all of us was left beneath the tree. One day I know we'll be together when the Lord brings me to you. Then I know I will be in heaven where my eyes can rest on you. But until then I will remember all the good times that we've shared. I'll hang a star upon this tree for you. On Christmas Day I know you'll be there too. I'd known, but not a Christmas day goes by that I will not see. The gift you gave to all of us was the love you gave to me. One day I know we'll be together when the Lord brings me to you. Then I know I will be in heaven where my eyes can rest on you. But until then I will remember all the good times that we shared. I'll hang a star upon this tree for you. Mama, on Christmas Day I know you'll be there too. One day I know we'll be together, but then I know I will be in heaven. I won't have to remember, 'cause I'm standing there with you, of a time that you and I always do. Mama, on Christmas Day I'll finally be with you.
Another summer day has come and gone away from Paris or Rome, but I wanna go home. Maybe surrounded by a million people, I still feel all alone. Just wanna go home. Oh, I miss you, you know. And I've been keeping all the letters that I wrote to you, each one a line or two. I'm fine, baby, how are you? Well, I would send them, but I know that it's just not enough. My words were cold and flat, and you deserve more than that. Another aeroplane, another sunny place. I'm lucky, I know, but I wanna go home. I got to go home. Let me go home. miles too far from where you are. I wanna come home. And I feel just like I'm living someone else's life. It's like I just stepped outside when everything was going right. And I know just why you could not come along with me. This was not your dream, but you always believed in me. Another winter day has come and gone away in either Paris or Rome, and I wanna go home. Let me go home. And I'm surrounded by a million people. I still feel alone, and let me go home. Oh, I miss you, you know. Let me go home. My run, baby, I'm done. I gotta go home. Let me go home. It'll all be alright. I'll be home tonight. I'm coming back home.
All right, here we got Paula, Bruce Combs, and Doug Rouse, founder of the parade, Grand Marshal of the parade. And we're just going to ask them a couple questions. And we're going to start out and ask Paula how it felt to be the Grand Marshal coming down the road as the parade. I mean, what did you feel, especially growing up on this road? You went to Witt School, and now you're principal at Witt School. So what did it mean to you is what I'm trying to get to.
Well, I was very honored to have been asked by Doug to be the Grand Marshal. I was very surprised. I hadn't pictured myself as a Grand Marshal ever for a parade, but it was very special not only to have lived and grew up on this road, but to be representing Witt School, where I've been a principal now for 6 years, so it was very exciting.
Okay. So how old do you have to be a Grand Marshal?
Well, you know, you're going to get me in trouble right off the bat. Young. You got to be real young again.
Young at heart.
Not over 20 years old.
Okay. Well, Paula, what's some of your favorite Christmas traditions at Christmas time?
Well, I enjoy going to church on Christmas Eve for a service and communion, and then going to church on Sunday morning. Before coming out here to my home for lunch. And as far back as I can remember, I've always had Christmas lunch here on Rouse Road around noon.
Right.
With the family. So
I've been here a time or two. What about you, Doug? What about some of your traditions for Christmas?
Well, of course, I always enjoyed our family that gets together. You know,
Right.
My father, mother, and brothers and sisters, and our families. And of course, there's been changes with my parents passing on, but we still have a tradition. My particular family, we get together either on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and one of the traditions that we have, and we started when our kids were small, we always read the Christmas story out of the Bible, and that's kind of become special to us. And my grandkids now are beginning to understand that a little more.
Right.
And, you know, before they said, well, Papa, let's just read real quickly and open the presents. You know, that was what was important to us. So that's a tradition we have, we enjoy.
They've done heard the story once, right?
Yes, they had, yeah.
So, all right, Paula, as a child, did you have any favorite memorable Christmases? I mean, just.
Oh, there were several Christmases I remember. I remember once in middle school where we had asked our parents for a CB radio.
10-4.
And both of us both parents had told us no.
Right.
And then on Christmas morning, we didn't get one, we got 2 CB radios.
Right.
One for the house, one for Dad's car. So
it was a real good gift for Dad, I guess it was.
definitely.
Right.
And then there was the Christmas where I was in the 5th grade and we got our first mini bike.
Right.
And that was a true delight, maybe more so for Dad than it was for us because we had to try to get him off of it so we could ride it.
Right. So, because he probably didn't get a lot of, I'd say him and like Hunter, or well, not him, but Jeep and Tom and Rawhide, and you know they didn't get a lot of toys and stuff for Christmas.
Their siblings may have, but
Right.
they might not have been entitled.
Well, that's why they drove the coal train through the parade. That's the whole reason. But do you have any favorite songs about Christmas?
Well, my favorite Christmas song is "Oh Beautiful Star of Bethlehem."
Yeah.
And
Bluegrass version, I guess.
I like the traditional version
Right.
because my great-grandmother and my grandmother on my mother's side enjoyed that song as well. So while I like traditional carols, I believe Beautiful Star of Bethlehem is my favorite.
Of course, it's a tradition, but can you tell us about any mishaps or anything crazy that goes on with it? Because I remember several stories.
Well, I remember the usual. When the decorations would come down out of the attic, one of my responsibilities was to plug in the lights that went on the trees.
She had it in December and I had it in July. Yeah, go ahead. Inside joke.
We tell that story.
So I was to check the lights, plug in all the lights, and check them before they went on the tree.
Right.
Obviously, every year there would be missing bulbs, blown bulbs, and it was very easy to get frustrated. But there was one year when we had a real tree that I thought was very beautiful, big fluffy tree, but when it was brought in the house and set over here in the corner, it was just too tall.
Right.
And it had a big base on it. So I think we all kind of knew that the only way to fix the tree would be to take off part of the bottom. So much to all of our surprise, Dad went out, got the chainsaw, and instead of taking the tree out to the front yard,
It's too hard to get in and out the door. You women don't understand. Go ahead.
he brings the chainsaw in here and plugs it in
Right.
and turns it on, and within seconds it's so foggy in the house and you can't even breathe.
But the tree got lowered there.
The tree got lowered. It sure did. And it was one of the prettier trees that I recall that we had.
Right.
But
I can remember one hooked into the wall where it kept falling at night. He came in and drove a nail, tied a string to it. But you got any good Christmas tree stories?
Well, not really. We always, when I was a child, or when we were kids, we'd have the old cedar tree,
Right.
and we'd make our decorations with crepe paper and popcorn and icicles and stuff. But my Kathy and my first Christmas, we had got married in September, and we lived in Morristown for about 2 months, and then we moved in my grandfather's old home place.
The old Hunter house, right?
Yeah, and we were moving about Christmas time and hadn't had time to get the Christmas tree, so I went by Winn-Dixie on down Forest Boulevard. We were bound and determined to have a real Christmas tree. So, and it was probably about 7 or 8 o'clock at night when I got it, and it looked pretty good, but wasn't much selection left. And so I got that thing home, and it was painted green.
It was dried
Yeah,
out.
it was dried out. They had touched it up with paint,
Right.
and in about 2 days, it was all in the floor.
Right. Well, let me see if I can think. Do you got a favorite movie? You got
oh yes, White Christmas
White Christmas?
from
is your favorite?
1954. Yes, starring Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye. That's my favorite movie.
Okay. All right. Well, Doug, let's talk about the parade for a second. You're the gatekeeper, so to speak, founder of the parade. You're a hay artist. You're a hay hauler, decorator, reef decorator. I mean, you pretty much put this thing together and organize it. And you know, this year it seemed like it went off extra special, did it? I don't know why, but it just seemed like everything was a lot smoother.
Just sort of a professional grunt, what my title is.
Right,
Yeah.
professional grunt.
But you know, I was thinking this morning when we were lining up for the parade and thinking back to the first parade, and that was really one of my favorites. And I tell you what I thought was really significant about that. I remember that Saturday morning. I think I went to Ken Estes' first, and I come by your all's place, and you were out at your barn behind your house there, and I went up to Tom's and went to Rusty's and Debbie's, and just to see what people were going to do for the parade. Well, most everybody got up that morning and decorated their trailer or their truck or their golf cart or something and went to the parade. And here we were today when we had all those folks coming in and you know, a lot of nice floats and a lot of nice vehicles and things. I thought, well, both of them were special. Right. We had people there that was really enjoying them, and so far, and I don't know, I'm sure there's people who don't like the parade, and that couldn't happen. But most of the time I get a lot of positive comments from the parade, and I thought this year's parade went real well. Last year, if you remember, we had a large crowd.
We had 70-something degrees.
Yeah, and personally, I got a little caught off guard by the number of people we have, so we made some plans. You and I talked about that, and organization is not one of our strong points, but we were a little bit organized this year. Things worked good.
Everything went.
Had a lot of good help too. Yeah, you know, I hate to start naming people because leave someone out, but you was talking about. You asked Paul about being the Grand Marshal. You know, Paul is a big part of our community. Grew up here. You know, she does a great job at Witt School, and you know, that's good that we can recognize those folks that are part of our community, and not only grew up here, but is continue to contribute to it.
Right, and give back.
That's
true.
right. That's right.
Same way you do.
Well, I help Paul pick the paper up on the road sometimes.
I hope it pays good. That's all I can say. I hope it pays good. But is there anything y'all want to close up with, other than, you know, it was a great day today. It's a great way to celebrate Jesus' birthday with our parade, and is there anything y'all want to close up with?
I want to thank Doug for spearheading this parade and getting it started.
It started as a crazy idea, and you see what it is now.
Yes.
I mean, just, you know, first of all, when I first heard about it, he kind of said, he starts out like, well, you may think I'm crazy, but just now think about this for a minute. And I was like, no, you know, that sounds great. So and
then I got real worried when you took a hold and thought, yeah, we can do
that.
We can do it. We're both crazy now. I wasn't by myself anyway, was it?
Well, and it, you know, I think I think people have come after 8 years. I think people have kind of come to expect it now. And I know when me and you are out here playing around doing what we do, we have a lot of people that, you know, are in the parade, that are passerby, or that's checking, that's making sure that we're going to have the parade.
When it's going to be.
Yeah, when it's going to be. But anyway.
Well, and you know, as we've talked about, and it has grown, and to be honest with you, I never thought that it would ever be like it is now. But we do have a lot of folks that help out.
Right.
And, you know, I know you and your family's a big part of it, and we've kind of, whether intentionally or unintentionally, we've drafted some folks to help us. Didn't give them much choice. We just say, you're going to help. But they've been willing to do that.
Right.
And, so that's important, and means a lot to me that people are willing to step forward and do things. And then, you know, it's volunteer work.
Right.
But they all seem to enjoy it.
It is, and to me, it is Christmas now. It has become a Christmas tradition.
Oh yeah, it's something to look forward to.
Okay.
We'll probably start working on next year's after we get through today, won't we?
How long does it take you to come up with a Grand Marshal?
Oh, I don't know. That's not too hard. We've got some good folks to select from.
Right. There is a lot of good people out here. Okay, we're going to close it up, and we should be back for the 9th annual Rice Road Parade.